Good morning. It is Tuesday, January 16th, 2024, and this is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. I'm Matthew Handley. Are you having a hard time keeping your New Year's resolution? We've got some advice for keeping those goals after your local weather and this news. Roughly 150 Catholics braved single-digit temperatures to attend a Mass for Peace and Justice in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. at the Cathedral of the Most Blessed Sacrament in Detroit on Monday. Auxiliary Bishop Gerard Battersby said the Mass, emphasizing the importance of proclaiming the kingship of Jesus Christ, a message that was echoed by Dr. King. Bishop Battersby drew parallels between the apostles' bold witness to Christ and King's testimony for equality rooted in faith. The city of Detroit is projected to see a $20 million economic impact from the Detroit Lions Tampa Bay Buccaneers second-round NFL playoff game. The projections are based on hotel occupancy, activity at bars and restaurants, number of people at the game, and people in the downtown area. The projection does not include the cost of tickets for the game and does not include areas surrounding the city. Visit Detroit says the projection could be higher as the significance and enthusiasm for Sunday's game is even greater. Michigan is considering a proposal that would make completing the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA, a requirement for high school graduation starting in the 2025-26 school year. Supporters believe it would increase awareness of available financial aid, addressing the issue of students leaving potential aid unused. Critics, including the Michigan Department of Education, argue that it could create barriers and burden families. 12 other states already require FAFSA completion for high school diplomas. Governor Gretchen Whitmer is dismissing Republican calls for further state income tax relief, stating she doesn't believe those proposals will advance in the legislature. Whitmer's comments followed new revenue projections anticipating state government surpluses. Speaking to reporters after an MLK Day celebration in Lansing, the governor highlighted her administration's fiscal responsibility, emphasizing the state's debt reduction and a robust rainy day fund. Despite a decrease in the personal income tax for 2023, ongoing legal battles could see it increase back to 4.25% in 2024. Applications are now open for Lansing's 6-day Diocesan Youth Leadership Camp. The camp emphasizes basic leadership skills within the context of discipleship and helps participants work on communication, trust building, and servant leadership skills. The camp is open to high schoolers who attend Mass weekly and are active in their parish. The camp is scheduled from June 16th to the 21st, and you can learn more on the Diocese of Lansing website. And a Bay County man's second visit to his local supermarket won him $1 million. The 58-year-old winner said he decided to buy a few lottery tickets when he returned to the store to pick up the items he forgot earlier in the day. Congratulations, sir, and if you're listening, maybe consider donating to Ave Maria Radio. Your weather is next on Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. Now this.
The view, the accurate view of the human person, changes everything. The news you hear and see pertaining to the human person has the power to inform or misinform your opinions and what you do with the gift of life and what you allow your government to do. It's why we at this station offer news on the life issue. We hope you will carefully assess what you hear, read, and view. This is Life News Radio.
This is Franciscan Father Greg Friedman for the Catholic Communication Campaign with a message about faithful citizenship. On Election Day, we may be urged to vote a straight ticket, but Catholics form their conscience and vote based on the Scriptures and church teaching. The U.S. Bishop's document, Forming Consciences for Faithful Citizenship, isn't a scorecard of issues or candidates. It gives us our highest priority, the dignity of human life and protecting human dignity. To learn more, go to faithfulcitizenship.org.
In the Motor City today, we're looking at mostly sunny skies, but it will remain cold with a high near 16. It will be windy, and that'll make it feel like minus 14. Tonight and into tomorrow, there's a chance of snow showers. Tomorrow's high will be near 25. The rest of the week, we'll see the snow clear out by Saturday, with highs starting in the teens and ending near freezing. Additionally, the National Weather Service has issued a wind chill advisory for southeast Michigan beginning at 7 p.m. tonight. There were hundreds of schools closed in the area yesterday because of the frigid temperatures. Light snow also fell overnight, which has led to dozens of accidents on area roadways. Officials say you should limit outdoor activity as frostbite takes less than half an hour to set in. We are a few weeks into the new year, and you may need some advice on sticking to those New Year's resolutions. Janice Kizzy joined Vanessa Denhagarmo on Epiphany with some advice.
As far as intentional goals, I always talk to my clients about making them attainable, making sure that you make your goals so that they're things that you can work towards in the new year or in any time of the year. The other thing that I usually will talk about with my clients is the idea of if you have moments where you're not working towards the goal or the goal seems like it's too big for that moment, it's okay for you to drop it at that moment and pick it up later on when you do have time for it or when it seems more attainable.
Yeah, what a great point. You're right, and don't overwhelm yourself. One of the things that I love to do, Janice, you're a clinical social worker, and I do a lot of coaching, leadership and team building coaching, is people have big picture goals, right? And then,
Yes.
Tell us about the breakdown. How important is it to break down the big picture goal? Because you need a strategy and you need discipline to achieve those goals.
I think the breakdown is the key because I think it's normal for us to set big goals for ourselves, for us to be able to look forward and say, okay, this is what I want to achieve in the long run. The issue becomes when we're a month into working towards our goal and we haven't achieved it and we start getting frustrated with ourselves or with the process and we feel like it's not going to be attainable. Mm-hmm. So breaking it down is very important and maybe setting small goals to get to your bigger goals.
Listen to Epiphany weekdays at noon on Ave Maria Radio or anytime on demand with the Ave Maria Radio app. Coming up later today on Ave Maria Radio, Dr. Greg and Lisa Popchak offer some advice on responding to disrespect gracefully. That is at 10 a.m. Then at 4 p.m., Al Cresta talks about the things that matter most on Cresta in the afternoon. Listen anywhere with the free Ave Maria Radio app. That's going to do it for this edition of Michigan Mornings. I'm Matthew Handley, and Lord willing, I'll be back tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.